Hey, welcome back. Tom Cassidy here talking about the best email marketing solution for small businesses, the marketing automation side of things. And the company that I use is Drip, and I've used a lot of people. I've used the top end stuff, I've used the very basic stuff, and this is the sweet spot for me because it's got 90% of the functionality of the big guy stuff, you know, like Infusionsoft and companies like that, but it's got such a beautiful simplicity. And this is a confession, I actually had Infusionsoft for 8 months, paying over $200 a month. I can't remember the exact deal, but it was quite a lot, and didn't use it at all. Just didn't use it. I mean, I knew how to use it. I'd had the training, went through, but it was just such a ball ache to actually get up and running. It was just really, really. So what ends up happening is that you think, well, I don't mind spending like 15 quid an hour getting someone to do all that side of things for me. But then I'm thinking, this is crazy. I just wanted a spoon to eat my soup, and I got a Swiss Army knife that can do everything and cut the soup and saw the soup and do all this sort of stuff and clip the nails off the soup. I just want to drink the soup. So this is absolutely perfect for me. I'm going to show you how to do an automation rule. It's so beautiful. Across the top is the main interesting stuff here. You've got the dashboard, the campaign, subscribers, goals, split test, broadcast, and automation. That's what we're going to look at now. And I'm going to look at an existing one, which is purchased from Gumroad. This is really nice. So what should trigger this rule that is called a purchase from Gumroad? And the trigger is from the drop-down menu: subscribe to a campaign, completed a campaign, visited a page, clicked a link, updated a custom field, performed a custom event. And that event is called made a purchase. That's actually a rule. I missed that early on. It has to be, when it's integrated with Gumroad, it gives it this name automatically. And then it knows what to do. Then it's looking for the information that Gumroad sends to it when it actually makes the purchase. Only trigger for events matching the following criteria. Well, you can do a filter, and you can put lots of it's really quite interesting, actually. You can have lots of different triggers, but I'm going to say only trigger this for the permalink equals reasonable-force, which is the permalink. It's kind of like the product ID of the sale that I've made on my Gumroad account. So it won't happen for every. At the moment, the trigger without these filters will, without this filter here equals reasonable force, will trigger for everything. Made a purchase, and fantastic. I don't want that. I want it to be a particular product. What action should we perform? Now we've identified this this information. What action should we perform to this effectively email address that's coming to us? We should subscribe it to a campaign. And we've got an option of, well, we can apply a tag, move from one campaign to another, and all that stuff. But if we subscribe it to a campaign, which campaign? Well, these will be any campaigns that you've already set up. So I've done reasonable force email course as a test one. Choose an action, apply a tag as well, and the tag is useful because when they finish this campaign, you can then do a broadcast to everyone with a particular tag if you want to remind them of something new that's coming up. So when we're done with that, we save the rule. I'm very quickly going to show you how easy it is to do a new rule. So save that one. Rule has been saved. Okay. So I'll go back to rules. That could be clearer, actually, not as clear as it could be. So I'm going to go for a new automation rule. Give it a name. Test rule. What should trigger this rule? I would like completed a campaign. Which campaign? I'm going to say the reasonable force email course, and I'm not going to have a filter on it. It applies to everyone. If I went change, I've got a filter. Everyone, that's all I've got, because you could build a new segment. You'd have to add a condition, blah, 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 but we're not going to do that now. We're going to everyone. Okay, what actions should we perform? Now, I'm going to send a one-off email to them from Thomas Cassidy, from subject, and this is the thanks a lot. So once they complete it, I'll send a one-off email. Now, of course, I could have just done another email in the sequence, in the campaign, but I'm just showing you blah, 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 all done. Save the rule. It's got the email, save email. It's saved. And you can, that doesn't look that clear, but I think it's probably because of the size of this thing. So if we make this a bit bigger, maybe be able to see these guys. Few shortcodes, etc. Save the rule. The rule will probably be saved. Let's go and see if it is. Yeah. Okay, so it's in draft form, so I go back to rules, and then I can see the drafts. So I've got a test rule there, and if I go to all, I've got the purchase from Gumroad. So that's how easy it is to set up a new automation rule, and I think automation is the future of managing your incredibly large list and all the different actions that all the people on that list have taken over the period of time. For example, some people will read every single email, some people will only read a few of them, some people will read all of them and then click on all the links that you send them. These behaviors will relate to a different relationship tendency with you, and in general, the more people do that you're asking them to do, the better relationship you have with them, and the more likely they will be to stick around. And you want to be able to reward those people and at least know who they are and treat them a little differently. Okay, so that's it. It's Tom Cassidy talking about Drip, which is such a beautiful email marketing solution. I think it's the best one for small business. I think it's really great. I just love it. Can't get enough of it. The guys, Rob at Drip, has just done a fantastic job. And you know, sign up for the free trial. It's 21 days, I think, of the free trial, and you know, have some fun. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.